Itong summer na 'to ang magde-define kung sino at kung gaano ako at kung anong maabot ko in the future. Itong summer na 'to, or actually this year will set me up for the future. Whatever it is that I'm trying to achieve, whatever I'm doing right now will help me achieve that. Okay? So, unang taon, actually, for the first 3 months of this year, January, February, March, okay, I focus on strength training, achieving I don't know, my peak bulk. I was at 180 at that time. That was my peak bulk, and at that time I focus on compound exercises, which is bench, deadlifts, and what was the other one? Squat. So I set a goal. Now before March ends this year, this year's March, before it ends, I decided to set a number that I should hit by the end of March. So sa bench, 225 bench, easy for most people, but for me, yeah, I'm not very athletic. Didn't grow up. Growing up, I wasn't really into sports, so yeah. And then deadlifts, I've neglected that for so long, and even squats because I uh, I messed up my right knee. I had an accident when I was still in the Philippines. I ran over a dog. Tapos unang tumama sa sahig is yung tuhod ko. So yeah, I fucked up my right knee. So I've also neglected heavy squats. Pero sabi ko sa sarili ko, kasi bata pa lang ako, I'm always in this bata pa lang ako, I was always about self-improvement. Na kailangan kong, na I always feel that I wasn't enough, I wasn't worthy, and I always feel that I don't belong to any circle friends that I've had in the past. High school life was very tough for me actually, but I had to be tough as well. So I think for you to understand where I'm coming from, I would have to tell you the things that happened to me in the past, my experiences, good and bad. So growing up, I was always bullied because of my eyes. When I was a year and 7 month old, I had a cataract surgery because I had an accident. I fell off my I don't know, like I tried to when I was a kid. My mom was pushing me on a cart. I was in a cart. What do you call that again? Stroller. I don't know. So nahulog ako. It was a bad quality. It was a yung quality ng stroller. It was bad. So nahulog ako, nabagok ng ulo ko. And then a few months after that, there's a white spotting started to appear in my right eye, and then it turns out to be a cataract, so I had to get a surgery. And then after that surgery, since my right eye was still developing, and it wasn't developed yet, so not only they took out the cataract, but also they also took out the lens of my eye. So the purpose of the surgery was to get rid of the cataract and have my vision back, but only one thing was successful, which is taking out the cataract, but then the vision didn't go back. So yung vision ko sa right eye nawala, and my right eye becomes a lazy eye. I think it's called amblyopia, I think, or something else. But yeah, yun ang scientific term for lazy eye. So kasi since nga nung bata pa ako, nagde-develop pa yung mata ko, tapos nagkaroon ng cataract. So nabablock na yung vision. So yung left brain ko hindi na siya makapag-focus sa right eye since nga kasi wala naman nakikita. So yung left brain ko somehow it stopped giving attention to my right eye and put more focus on my left eye. So yun ang nangyari, kinalimutan ng left brain ko yung right eye ko. So after the surgery, it turns out to be, unfortunately, it becomes a lazy eye. So it can be improved by doing patching, yung kakover mo yung left eye mo. So, and then I can still see there's still colors, and then there's still, but it's so blurred. So imagine na nag-moist yung salamin. Nag-moist yung salamin mo, try mo. Nag-moist. Tapos may vignette sa gilid. May vignette sa gilid. Tapos baba mo pa yung brightness. So ganyan. Ganun kalabo. And it's a lazy eye. So kapag hindi ko siya tinatakpan, gumagana lang is yung left eye. Pag tinakpan ko yung left eye ko, gagana yung right eye, pero lazy eye. So kapag lazy eye siya, nababanlag ako. Yan. And then as I was growing up, thick, sobrang kapal ng salamin ko. Like, ganyan, no? Ganyan kakapal, is like a magnifying glass. Growing up, as a kid, I had to deal with that. Yung mata ko, lumilihis, naduduling pag nawawala yung salamin. Tapos nababanlag pag nakasalamin. Tapos, I had to deal with people bullying me because nga meron akong magnifying glass. So, yeah, those are one of the things that made me become strong. Kasi I've always felt that I was different. Kasi kung sa ibang tao mangyari yun, they would feel na the whole world is against them, and they would grow up in to be somebody that has a weak mindset, na lagi vulnerable. But ako hindi. I saw that opportunity to become tough. Lahat ng bully sa akin, hinahabol ko. Pag nahabol ko, sinusuntok ko sa what do you call that? Eskinita. Yeah. Hahabulin ko sila. Hindi natapos ang bully. Up until now, I always get bullied. Pero, na-realize ko na, kasi I saw my potential. You know, as a kid, I saw my potential. I've always had a high sense of self-awareness. And I saw my potential as a kid, and I know that I can become whoever I want to become. And when I realized na ganito yung mindset na meron ako, and yung talent na meron ako, and kung paano ko nakikita yung mga bagay, if I see a certain thing, I just don't see it as it is. Kunyari, ballpen. Tingnan ko yung ballpen. Ano siya? Ballpen. What does it do? It writes, right? Normal people would think na ang ballpen ay pangsulat lang. You know what I would think of a ballpen? Ballpen is pangsulat ng love letter. Pangsulat ng any kind of paper, any kind of poem. Ang ballpen ay madaming history ang nakapaloob dito sa ballpen na to, and all that stuff. What it can become. Ballpen, what can it become? I think what it can become, it could also become a tool, a weapon. You know, just like what Jose Rizal did. He fought the Spaniards through his writings. Kaya nga siya nahuli, kasi nga sinulat niya yung Noli Me Tangere at saka yung El Filibusterismo. I think kung tama pa rin yung Filipino history ko na, but anyways, yun nga ang ibig kong sabihin. And yun yung nangyari sa akin. Bully ako. Marami akong experiences sa Pilipinas. Makulit ako. Sa sobrang in-embody ko yung mindset na kailangan ko maging malakas, tough. Hindi dapat ako nagpapatapak kahit kanino. Nawala na ako sa self-control. Nawala na ako ng control sa sarili ko, na sa sobrang tough ko, ako naman ngayon ang naging bully. Ako naman ngayon ang naging sobrang makulit, hanggang sa naging teacher's enemy number 1 ako. Lagi akong kinakainisan ng mga kaibigan ko. Kapag sa circle of friends ko, ako yung lagi hindi hinahanap. Kapag wala, okay lang. Kapag nandyan, okay lang. Yun yung mga experiences na na-realize ko din na ayoko na maulit sa sarili ko. So, I moved nag-move ako sa Canada ng 2021, realizing all those things, and then I knew that I had to change. So yun na nga, here I am. As I've said, I've always been big on self-improvement. And I saw my potential and I don't want to waste my potential kasi kapag nakakita, may isa akong talent or skill or whatever, I have a gift na kapag nakikita ko yung isang tao na to and they just giving me small gestures, that could easily make me think what could be their best version. Nakikita ko yung potential nila but they don't see it in themselves. Hindi nila nakikita yung potential nila na kapag nag-shift lang sila nag-shift lang sila ng mindset nila, they could become the best, one of the best basketball players, one of the best students, one of the best singers, one of the best, alam mo yun, nakikita ko yun sa ibang tao pero sila hindi na nakikita sa sarili nila yun. And I don't want that to happen to myself, to happen to me. Kaya yun nga, nakita ko yung potential ko, hindi ko sasayangin yung mindset na meron ako and yung identity na meron ako. So, I moved here in Canada 2021. I did a self-isolation, and even here here in Canada, nabully ako. Tinagyan pa nila ako ng issue na bakla daw ako and all that stuff. Kasi sa pinaglipatan ko sa Canada, it's a small town, I think, where this town consists of 3,000 people. 3,000, that's the population here, and then maraming Filipino. And surprisingly, yung mga Pilipino dito ay they're very old-fashioned, It's like sa probinsya, yung mga pataasan ng lipad. May mga palayuan ng ihi. Ganun ang mga Pilipino dito. And that's not me. Pasiklaban ng mga gamit, pagaraan ng kotse. Not me. So I was misunderstood why I always stay away or keep distance from them. So they think na ganito ako, ay si Renzo, ganyan, mayabang, blah, 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 blah. So nagkaroon pa ako ng issue ng ganun nga. Tapos yeah. So nasira ako dito sa lugar na ito. And that made me realize how I need to be more. What I mean by that is I have to be more in terms of everything, stronger, wiser, what else, maging more considerate sa lahat ng bagay. I tried so many things because my goal was so vague. Nung bata ako, kapag inaas nila ako, what do you want to become when you grow up? And ang lagi kong sagot is engineer. Gusto ko maging engineer kasi nga lahat ng mga tito ko sa Pilipinas engineer. But really, honestly, that's not what I want. Honestly, I just thought it sounded cool, and I wasn't even really good at math. That's not my strong suit. Numbers, I'm not good at that. What I'm really good at is people, I think. Given my past experiences na lagi akong kinaiinisan na hindi ko sila lagi nila ako nami-misunderstood, but I understand them, but they don't understand me. May mga naging kaibigan ako sa Philippines, talaga yung mga tunay na kaibigan, mga close. They know how I am when it comes to giving advices. If they want to talk to me about their problems, I could give them a different perspective of it, and then fortunately I always give them a better view, a better perspective, a different angle to look at it, to their problems, a different angle. And I've always been uplifting, and I've always been optimistic. And growing up, I wasn't really into God. Like, my faith was like, it was really, but the older I get, the more I realize that I can't do this on my own. There must be somebody out there that can help me, that's responsible for all of this. And then I realized now, He's been here all along. God, Jesus, na hindi mo ma-appreciate yung mga tinuturo niya, yung mga bagay na sinasabi sa'yo ng pare sa simbahan, ng kung sino man, yung mga quote sa Facebook na nakikita mo. I know, yung mga verse, John 3:16, for God so loved the world, and then yung lahat yan. It means different now to me. Since na palakas yung faith ko. Alam mo yun? Yung lagi ko naman siya naririnig, pero ngayon na nagpo-focus ako sa faith ko, kapag naririnig ko yung isang verse, it feels like parang alam mo yun, yung may energy na dumadali sa buong katawan ko na, alam mo yun, yung chills. Dati walang ganun, ngayon meron. One of the things na gustong-gusto kong ipaglinangan is yung faith ko sa Panginoon. And when I decided to change and when I decided to be closer to Him, doon nag-start lahat ng mga endeavors. Doon nag-start lahat na bumagsak lahat ng mga na problema. But I wouldn't call it as problems. I would call it opportunities, because when I pray to God, I don't ask for material things. I don't ask for anything that's, you know, na Panginoon, bigyan mo ako ng ganito, ganyan. What I ask for are opportunities to become wiser, stronger, to become more capable in order for me to provide for my family. I'm the youngest. One of the just for you to know, I'm the youngest, in my siblings. And in our family, I'm the youngest. But I know I'm capable. I know I can see it in the future, but probably at my prime, let's say 29, 28, I'll be my prime. Up until I'm 35, I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna be the best. I'll be the most successful Mondihar ever to live. That's my goal. So going back to me moving here in Canada, nasira ako sa tao, na-realize ko yung mga mali ko sa Pilipinas. Nag-isolate ako. I did a detox, all the bad habits, and then I started to develop new good habits. I started to develop reading books, and since nga gusto ko maging successful and I want to become more capable than I am today, I dabbled more on becoming an entrepreneur. I've always wanted to become an entrepreneur. Because going back to what I said earlier, when people ask me what I want to become in the future, I always say engineer. But what I really want to do is I want to start my own thing, na sinabi ko sa sarili ko na kahit saan ako mapunta, kahit anong industry, career, or whatever it is, just as long na magiging successful ako and makukuha ko yung mga bagay na gusto kong makuha, which is becoming wise, strong, capable. I have a faith in God. I have a good family, and people can depend on me. Whatever industry I end up, I don't care, just as long as I get those things. So I tried so many things. Dito sa West, dito sa country na to, we're facing a new generation of people na it's all about entrepreneurship, SMMA, dropshipping, what else? Amazon FBA, high ticket sales. What else? Copywriting, all that stuff, all that online business model. I tried all of them. None of them worked for me. In the span of 2 years of me trying and investing all of my money, none of them worked. Not until I decided to shift my mindset. Because I thought at that time, one of the reasons why hindi ako makahanap ng success is my English. Kasi nga I'm competing against people that English is their mother tongue. Ako, this is my second language. You might think that I'm really good at it, but I'm not. I'm not yet. I'm not fluent yet. Not enough. And if you were here in my position and you are closing a 15,000 worth of a high ticket product, and you're trying to close that deal, and you're dealing with a demographic of people that they're business owners as well, and you're selling that product to them, you'll get eaten alive. Sa akin, you'll get eaten alive, man. They will throw different bullshits, like all those fancy words that I don't even understand. Yeah, so that didn't work out for me. And then I decided to, I almost give up, you know. Ayokong magpunta sa college, but then I decided to enroll sa UFS, sa University of Saskatchewan. I got accepted, but last week I dropped out before even the semester starts, because I have something going on for me right now, and it's doing really great. So this year, this 2024, this would define who I will become in the future. I'm going by what Alex Hormozy said. Yeah. Stack undeniable proof that you are who you think you are. And I think I am the guy that can get things done, and I will be the most successful Filipino ever. I will be. Yep, I will be. Why didn't I say I want to become the most successful person in the world? I don't know. Probably my goal will change. But I want my name to be remembered. I want my last name to be remembered. That's what I want to become. And that's what I want to do. And once I'm gone in this plain world, I want to be remembered as never thought of it, actually. The founder of... Actually, I don't know yet. Yeah. I'm gonna put a lot of time to think what I want to be remembered once I'm gone. But yeah, I want to be remembered for the things that I've done and for the things I didn't do. But yeah, I have a business going on right now. It's about window cleaning, and we've been operating for almost 2 months now. Okay, I started out as a window cleaner, and then I added a service, gutter cleaning, and then I added another service, which is soffit cleaning, and then I added another service, which is dryer vent cleaning, and now gutter guards installation. Gradually, I am becoming a full-on property management or property services. In the next year, what I'm trying to achieve, what we will become, Crystal Window will become a full-on house exterior cleaning company, service, corporation, blah 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 blah. So we will do soft washing of the house wash, and people need that here. I'm gonna be successful, and then what I will profit from this year would be reinvested to a new business that I would do, which is laundromat. We don't have that here in our town. Business is all about giving people what they want, but they don't know how to get it yet. That's business. That as simple as that. And I said na kahit anong industry ako mag-end up, wala akong pake. And I'm gonna try. I'm gonna find all those gaps in our community, and I will fill those gaps. And I'm gonna become the most successful person here in our town. And then after that, I will become the most successful person in our province. And then after that, in our country. And then after that, in the whole world. I want to be remembered as the guy who started out as the window cleaner, the most successful window cleaner. Right? Yeah, that's what I want to be remembered. The most successful window cleaner in the world. Yeah. I like that. I like the sound of it. It's like McDonald's, the most successful small business. All right. I love that. See you guys soon.